All right, welcome back to Shooting Lights Out, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Paramount Plus is a great sponsor for the Playmakers Blog and Shooting Lights Out. So get your free trial now, and then if you love it, $4.99 a month, you can't miss out. Now, those of y'all looking at the screen and you seeing the North Carolina logo, that is because it's time for what I like to call Flagrant Foul. For those of you who are new to the show, Flagrant Foul is a team it could be a player, a coach, or a team. Either they did something foul, they did something flagrant, or they performing very, very horribly. For those of you who have listened so far, I have done flagrant fouls on the Boston Celtics with Ime Adoku and that whole situation with him and Bright and that whole organization, along with Draymond Green. I've done flagrant foul on the Lakers at the start of the NBA season. I've done flagrant foul on the Bluegrass State that is known as Kentucky with the Kentucky Wildcats and the Louisville Cardinals men's basketball teams. Now my next flagrant foul is on the North Carolina Tar Heels, and I'm talking about the this will be very evident why I have to do a flagrant foul on the North Carolina Tar Heels as my final one on here. Because as you recall, the North Carolina Tar Heels, they are coming off for being runners up in the NCAA tournament, losing to Kansas in the championship game after ending Coach K's career by beating Duke in the Final Four. With all the starters coming back, Ahmad Beckott, uh, Love, Black, you would think North Carolina would be who they are. And we're not the only one because the committee thought so. The AP poll thought so too because it's North Carolina. Everybody's back, so they put them up at the number one team the number one team in the country to start the basketball season off. So to start the basketball season off, as you can see here, they are now 5-4, 13th in the ACC, which nobody predicted, nobody saw coming, but this is where it is. All right. So with that being said, let me move it on. Here's why they started off. They started off against some pretty easy team. North Carolina Wilmington beating them by 13. College of Charleston beating them pretty handily too, and then Gardner Webb beat them 72-66. Pretty good. The fact that game was that close, but nevertheless, 3 home games, 3 wins. You're rocking and rolling. Okay. Then we move on. You get to James Madison. James Madison, you beat them by 16, 80-64. You're still rolling. Then we get to the Phil Knight Invitational Tournament. And then in the first round matchup, you faced off against Portland because they needed a team to represent Portland because it was in Portland. And you could only beat them by 89-81. But you're 5-0. We're going to let you slide. And then things go south. You take your first loss to the Iowa State Cyclones 70-54, where the Cyclones shot 44% from the field. Where the Cyclones shot 44% from the field and 45 from three. And the Tar Heels shot 44% from the field, but only 16.7% from three. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. The Tar Heels were 3 for 18 from the three in that Iowa State game. It was terrible. Ahmed Beckott had 13 points, 9 boards. Black only gave you 6. RJ Davis 15. Caleb Love 12. You were outdone by Iowa State's Jaron Holmes, who put up 22 points. And I'm not being alone, Clayed Up Grill, who dropped a whopping 31 on the Tar Heels. That is loss number 1. And then loss number 2 came to the Alabama Crimson Tide. As you fought in the third place game of the Phil Knight Invitational Tournament, it took 4 overtimes, and Alabama outlasted you 103-104. Armando Bad caught 20 points, 10 boards. Black gave you 10 and 8. Davis gave you 19-9. Love 34-9. I mean, it was a very back and forth affair. But you have Shire for Alabama with 24, 5, and 5. Quickly off the bench with 21, 6, and 8. I mean, you got 14 apiece from Miller and Medico. Gurley and Griffin. Gurley gave you 13 off the bench for Alabama. Bradley gave him 10 off the bench for Alabama. It took a lot to get this. It took a lot out of this both of these teams, but 2 losses in a row for the Tar Heels. All right, we can understand it. Yeah, okay, you lost to Iowa State, and you went into full overtime. Man, somebody had to lose. Somebody had to lose. And then the ACC Big Ten tournament took place at Assembly Hall. And North Carolina couldn't make a shot worth a damn in that game. And I watched that game. I know you see 77-65, and it's like, oh, they lost by 12. No, they couldn't hit a shot worth a damn. Indiana shot 50% from the field, 23% from 3. Indiana was 31 for 62 from the field. North Carolina shot 34% from the field and 27.8% from 3. They could not hit a shot. North Carolina struggled to put the ball in the bucket. Okay? Armando Bacot, 12 points with 10 boards. Nance, 15 points, 12 boards. RJ Davis, 11 points. Black, 0 points. Caleb Love, 13 points. Does that sound like a winning team to you? Like Nance, who is the younger brother of Larry Nance Jr., who plays in the NBA, he was the leading scorer with 15 points and 12 boards. He shot 4 for 11. Badcock shot 4 for 10. Black only took 2 shots and he missed both of them. RJ Davis 4 for 11. Caleb Love 5 for 16. Your starters by themselves was only made 17 shots. But they took, if my math is correct, 46 shots. 17 for 46 from the North Carolina starters. That is terrible shooting at its finest. Okay? If I was to do some math here and just look at the starters by themselves, because that's what they did. This is exactly what they did. Okay? I am dumbfounded at how bad this team shot the ball. I mean, they shot the ball very, very bad in that game, and I didn't expect them to shoot the ball that bad. They were 17 for 50. 17 for 50. That is 34%. 34%, man. That's the starters. That was the ACC Big Ten Challenge. But that's 3 in a row. Iowa State, Alabama, and Indiana. And then we're still not done because they opened ACC play not that long ago. And I'm going to get back to that in a minute. And they lost to Virginia Tech 80-72. Now, Virginia Tech is 8-1. You know, Indiana's ranked in the top 10. Alabama's ranked somewhere in there. I don't know if Iowa State is ranked, but I can look at it and find out for you. But this is the team that brought back 4 of the starters from the national championship game team. And this is not going well whatsoever. Yet again. 47% from the field, which is better, but they shot 17% from 3. It was 3 for 17 from 3. They had no Badcock. He's out, I believe, with an ankle injury. He was out. But Nance, 18 points, 10 boards. Black, only 2 points, 1 for 3. RJ Davis, 18 points. Caleb Love, 18 points. Which is not enough. It's just not enough. You're killing yourselves. So now, when we look at it, go back to the article that you saw. And this is from the Associated Press. This is from earlier today. Houston, Texas top men's hoops polls. Preseason number one UNC out. That is right. The season started almost a month ago, and all of a sudden the Tar Heels are no longer ranked. The Tar Heels are no longer ranked. I can give you the top 25 just to show you how bad it is. Houston is at 1. Texas is at 2. UVA is at 3. And they haven't played Virginia yet, and Virginia's on a tear. That was the last time I did a heat check on Virginia, and they still on fire. Purdue 4, UConn 5, Kansas 6, Tennessee 7, Alabama is 8, Arkansas is 9, Arizona 10, Auburn 11, Baylor 12, Maryland 13, Indiana 14, Duke 15. There go your second ACC team. So we got to go from 3 all the way down to 15 to get another ACC team in here. Kentucky 16, Illinois 17, Gonzaga 18. Gonzaga was started out number 2, right behind North Carolina. They jumped all the way down to 18. UCLA 19, Iowa State 20, Creighton 21, San Diego State 22, Mississippi State 23, TCU 24, and Ohio State 25. You only got 2 ACC teams ranked, and one of them is not North Carolina, because North Carolina is currently 5-4 on the year, only 1 in conference play. They down here with Boston College, who's 5-4 and only 1 in conference play. Florida State 1-9, 0-1 in conference play, and Illinois 0-8, 0-1 in conference play. This is where North Carolina stacks up in the ACC right now, 13th in the league. 13th in the league. That is where we at. And it's crazy that it is the way it is right now. I'm just amazed at what I'm seeing from the North Carolina Tar Heels. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Legends like Michael Jordan, Vince Carter. Okay. We can go on with the legends, But matter of fact, one of the legends played for North Carolina. One of the legends that played for North Carolina is the one coaching North Carolina, Hubert Davis, under Dean Smith. So North Carolina, you're not playing well. You need to get it together. You have 4 guys who was part of that championship run team back on your team, and you're 5-4 through 9 games. Now you have a Georgia Tech team who's been up and down. Can you beat them on the 10th? You have 5 days off, 6 days off, should I say, because you don't play again to the 10th. Backup, hopefully he can be back by then. Then you have the Citadel on the 13th. Those are 2 winnable games. I would like to think so, but you never know with y'all at this moment in time. Before you get to the CBS Sports Classic on the 17th against Ohio State. And then from there, you have the other Big Ten team that is most known in the Michigan Wolverines for the Jumpman Invitational on the 21st. Before you face off and get back into ACC chunk and ACC play with Pitt to end the month and to end the year before we go into the 2023 year. So yes, as I see right here, North Carolina, you guys are being assessed a flagrant foul. And I hope y'all get it together before it is all over. All right.